Hello, my name is Gervais Brooks, and I am the Executive Director of the International Field Office, and we are here at International Aglow headquarters, standing in front of the map. In case any of you have ever visited the office before, you've been happy to see this map, and it's something that gets the attention of everyone that comes down our hallway. I'm happy to talk about it because this is such a visual picture of what God has done around the world. And to me, it just shows what his intentionality has been over the years, ever since 1967, when Aglow first began. And today there's over 4,000, or nearly 4,000 places around the world where some kind of an Aglow group has become affiliated with Aglow International. There's different colors of pins on this map showing the different types of groups. There's red pins showing the Aglow lighthouses. There's white pins showing what we call candlelight groups, and those are a smaller format of Aglow, but allowing a Bible study or a prayer group to be officially affiliated with the Aglow ministry, which is important to them because they're under the banner and the umbrella of Aglow International. There's green pins on the map showing where there's generations groups. There's white flags showing places where there's men's groups in the nations, and we're excited that men's Aglow groups, now called Men of Issachar, have begun in some of the nations of the world, and we want to show where they are so we can be praying for them in a special way. There's also some blue pins on the map, or blue flags I should say, and those show places where God is stirring the waters in some way. We've heard that something is happening, but nothing has come forth yet. So again, we want to pray for them in a special way. On this map, we want to show the 1040 window. The 1040 window is the area of the world between the 40th and the 10th parallel where the most unreached people groups live. And there's many ministries that like to show this so that they can see what's happening in especially the Muslim areas of the world. As you can see, we have quite a bit of Aglow work established in the 1040 window area. One of the most exciting things about this map is that every one of these pins is here because one man or woman learned about the Aglow ministry, began to pray, found out how they might begin an Aglow group in their community, and followed it through so that they became affiliated with Aglow International. There never has been a large campaign starting many groups at a time. Every one of these groups started one at a time. So you know that God's hand was on the people in that place to bring forth the vision of Aglow. Aglow is on God's heart. God began it in 1967, and today, almost 50 years later, we're continuing to grow and to add pins to this map, places where the ministry is coming forth. Some other interesting things about the map are that when you watch your news on the television or you read news in the newspaper, whatever is happening in the world has an effect on this map. For instance, here in Japan, there are 2 yellow pins. Those pins denote military groups. Well, years ago, before the Cold War ended, there were quite a few yellow pins in Europe. But when the wall came down and the Cold War ended, those groups became part of Aglow in that nation because the military bases closed. Well, the Aglow women were still there, and so the groups didn't stop, but they became part of Germany and the other nations where we had military bases. So in essence, the yellow pins turned into red. Another interesting thing, I think, is to see where people are congregating in the various nations. In Australia, of course, you can see where the people live around the coastal areas. In some nations, there's such a congregation of pins. For instance, right under here, you can't even see the nation of Ghana, but Ghana is here, and the national leadership has a vision for Aglow in every city and village in the nation. And today they have over 200 groups meeting in the nation of Ghana. If you meet anyone from Ghana in your community, ask them if they know about Aglow, and they probably do. They probably have a sister or an aunt or a mother that was involved in Aglow in Ghana. So that's pretty exciting. There's Aglow groups from the southern part of South America and Tierra del Fuego all the way to the northern coast of Norway. all the way up here to the Yukon territories in Canada. And in each one of those places, the culture of the people that live there is part of the culture of Aglow. For instance, way up here, those are the native Canadians that live in that area. And it's ice most of the year. They can't get there even by road. You have to fly in. And very small communities, very hungry for the gospel and very much in need of prayer and healing. And so Aglow women have gone all the way up there and are ministering to those people and bringing forth God's healing, God's restoration to people even in that far off place. In the United States, there's Aglow in every state of the United States. We show just one pin in the middle of each state because there would be too many pins to put in each one. And so again, this shows an amazing the amazing hand of God that has kept his hand on this ministry all these years. And we know that he is continuing to do that and continuing to bring forth the gospel through men and women, just like you and me, who are willing to step out of their comfort zones and reach the people around them. So thank you for being part of the Aglow ministry. And if you're not part yet, we invite you to learn more about us. You can go to the Aglow website and learn a lot about the Aglow ministry. You can contact our office and you can we can tell you who is a leader in your nation if you don't know about Aglow, where to contact Aglow in your nation. And we're very privileged, each one of us that work here at the headquarters office feel very privileged to be part of this move of God. And we're happy to include you today. Thank you.